Hey friends, welcome back to OneShot, Solstice. Last we left off, a lot happened, but we met Cedric. We got two things he asked for, a battery and some gears, so that way he could fix a plane or flying machine. So, yeah, we're gonna go back to him now. I'm beginning to wonder if this will also be like similar to, like with our other playthrough of OneShot, where we just kind of went through the game in like 2 days. I don't know. I guess we shall see. Ah, of course. All right. And now we're on the boat. Wait. We found a battery. Oh, nice. I honestly wasn't expecting it. It's from the generator on one of the islands. The research station? Yeah. It was powering all the robots there. I felt bad for taking it. Ah. We can always just give it back later. Alright. We still need a few gears to put this engine back together. Please do what you must to find some. We found a music box. It should have gears in it, right? I assume so, but this looks like one of the ones that my father made. Your dad makes music boxes too? My dad makes a lot of things. Where did you get this from, by the way? A trader from the village gave it to me. I see. I remember father saying that he used to trade with some of the people here. He did always love traveling this world despite, sorry, I started rambling. The gears in there are compatible with the engine, although it pains me to have to take it apart. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine. Looks like the flying machine has a chance after all. I just have to assemble the pieces now, but it might take a while. Do you mind keeping me company? Yeah, sure thing. How's it going? Slow. The connectors in the battery were not designed for this type of engine, so I have to shift around some of the ports. And there's this bolt that keeps getting stuck and... don't worry. I am making decent progress. We should be able to make it to the city by tonight. If you say so. What will happen once we get there? We need to bring Proto back first. And then we need to go find one more person. You may have already met her, actually. Do you remember her from the last time you were in this world? What does she look like? This is going to sound strange, but she is a fox. Oh, yeah, we've seen her before, actually. Oh, I do remember talking to a fox at one point. You've met Rue? The memories are still really blurry, though. I see. It's just hard, you know? Proto told me to think of this world like a dream, but then I get so caught up with... I just kinda forget. I forget that everything here is supposed to be not real. And then I remember, and then I just get really sad. I know this is for me to go home, but knowing that none of it mattered in the first place, am I just trapped here for no reason? Proto also told me not to ask anyone in the world about this, saying how they don't understand. But what about him? How did he know? How do you know? Are you guys all supposed to be code? Well, I'm not sure what to even believe anymore. I wish Rue was here. She's so much better at explaining this sort of thing. I'm doing a terrible job of it. I bet Proto was even less tactful, wasn't he? I'm afraid I must risk sounding callous, but please, you need not concern yourself with how real everything is for now. The plan is already in motion. We cannot allow for distractions. Father is putting everything into this one last run of the world. The last chance for him to fix everything. Your father is involved in the world machine? You could say that. The acceleration of square particle anomalies was not accounted for at all, though. The patch was only built to accommodate the normal rate they appear, but they're accumulating at frightening speeds now. Proto even lost his body. Thankfully, he gave you the disc just in time. So, what happened to him anyway? What happens to anyone who gets caught in squares? I only know it's bad. Well, you know how the simulation works, right? How everything is code? Specifically, everything is generated from pre-existing code. The squares can cause damage to that code. Most of the time, irreversible damage. Father has lost some friends in previous iterations of the simulation. It took him forever to develop the current, much more stable version. You're making it sound like your dad built the simulation himself. Wait, did he? Yeah, but how? If everything in this world is code, how can he build himself? That's, not really what happened. So, what happened? Like I said, you shouldn't concern yourself with the puppy dog eyes. Nice. Alright. Did Prototype ever tell you about the old world? He did say something about being built to greet the Messiah of the old world. I was, too caught up with the other stuff at the time to think about it. Ah, you know of it, at least, then. Alright, here we go. My father, myself, the other two, none of us are part of the simulation itself. Our home world, the real world, was actually destroyed a long time ago. In the years leading up to the calamity, scientists from all over the world tried to stop it, but the outlook was bleak. A vague prophecy about the Messiah from another world became everyone's last bastion of hope. Prophet thought a prototype was built to predict the future, about the specifics of this Messiah. But, as his predictions turned out, the Messiah would not have been able to arrive to our world in time. In fact, the Messiah would not even have been born before our world ended. Disheartened, most people abandoned their research and resolved to peacefully live out their final years. But some people did the opposite. Even though saving the world was impossible, they didn't want our existence to be in vain. And that's where my father came in. With the last of his resources, he built his most ambitious project yet, the World Machine, a large, detailed facsimile of the old world, generated from a pool of memories collected from everyone he knew. After a heavy amount of modification and an added narrative, my father was able to convert the entire structure into code. How did that code escape the world? I have no idea. What I do know is there is no equipment back home that was powerful enough to run the code independently. So, aside from the standard hardware, it also needed to borrow the mental processing abilities of a living person. Father used himself for that during the initial testing phases. Like I said, it took too many iterations for him to make the experience stable enough. But as you can see, even that's breaking down. Father caught on to the issue in the last minute, but did not have enough time to fix it. After the world ended, the code kinda just ended up floating in the void indefinitely, waiting for a willing operator to install it onto their own hardware. Jay? Yeah. The operator, Jay, would then generate the universe using the code, becoming God in the process. So, Jay was the living person you needed to borrow? No. That would be you. But why me? I should have asked that question a long time ago, shouldn't I? I do not know. We really need to get going. It's fixed. We can leave in the next 5 minutes if you are ready. Alright. I understand if you are upset, but please try to understand. My father is doing this to help all of us, and that includes you, Nico. The fact that you can't even go back home. Sure, I'm sure it upsets him greatly. It's... the world means a lot to him, you know. So, how does flying work? Wait, don't these machines already exist in your world? Yes, but I'm sure Nico has never been on a plane. And I've been on a plane, but not that kind of plane. You sure already know what to expect. Not really. I've only heard about them. They're usually a lot bigger than this one anyway. Yeah. Well, a word of precaution before we take to the air. Please try not to panic. It takes a few minutes of getting used to, but it's not that bad once you are in the air. I'll try. Oh, I should probably tell Calamus and Alula where I'm going. You mean those two running over here now? Huh? Nico! Bad news! The boat is gone. What? It's the squares! It looks like they're headed in this direction. That's... fast. Calamus, right? Yeah? How bad is it? Doesn't seem to be of immediate danger. Then it is of our priority that I take you to the city first, Nico. But what about them? I can make a detour later and drop you guys off in the city too, if you want. The city is better equipped to handle the squares. You'll be safer there. You're taking us to the city? If you wish. Oh yeah! Alright. I will be back here in an hour, so please wait for me until then. You guys sure you'll be fine here? Mm-hmm. The squares are still moving pretty slowly for now. Alright then. Guess we'll run into each other again soon. I'm ready to go. Alright. Even though I said I'm terrible at doing a British accent, I seem to be defaulting into trying it. I don't know why. Yeah. Phew. Made it. You okay there? That was the coolest thing I have ever done in my entire life. Reactions from first-timers are always delightful to watch. Hey, Jay? That was really fun. Did you have fun too? I mean, you weren't on the plane with me, but you got to watch it at least, right? And Cedric? Yeah? Thanks. What for? Flying. Oh, you're welcome? And for answering my questions back there too. And for telling me more about the world machine. I'm just really sorry about what happened to your old world though. So I'll help you the best that I can. And even if it's all just a machine, this world is still nice. I mean, I got to fly, I got to see the ocean, and I got to meet a lot of nice people. People like you. And Prototype, even if he's broken right now. I'm glad you are taking it so well, Nico. And I'm glad that we have met as well. Despite the circumstances. Ah, speaking of Proto, I should probably head off now. I need to go pick up the siblings too. That's true. Those two have been waiting for a while now. In the meantime, do you remember what to do to get to the surface? I remember having to fix the elevator button. Alright, you should attend to that then. Let's meet up here in an hour, okay? Got it. Alright, now let me just... Oh. No! They're trapped on the island. Calamus, Halula, they're... We don't have much time left. Nico, change of plans. Please give me the memory disk. Alright. Listen carefully. It's likely I'll be targeted again, so we should split up to keep you safe. I want you to find a door under a large clock. The room behind it houses a pair of ground access elevators. Once you get to the ground, immediately find Rue and bring her back to the room. She will know what to do in the meantime. Alright, what about you though? I'm going to bring Prototype back. What? What? Are you okay? What? Are you okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. Don't scare me like that. Hey, Jay? Let's do our best. Yeah. Back in the city. Hi. Come on! Come on! Work already. Huh? Oh, right. The elevator guy. Yeah. Come on! Come on! Now, of all times! Excuse me. Whoa! You! Ah, jeez, I didn't think I was gonna run into... The elevator's missing a button, right? How did you know? Jay and I will help you fix it. Seriously? Oh, thank goodness. The evacuees are counting on this. On me. But I've been here for hours and can't figure out a thing. Evacuees? You know, from the West apartments? The square stuff wrecked the place yesterday. Oh, right now, everyone's crowded in the cafe. We really want to get everyone to the surface as soon as possible, though. The library on the surface doubles as a shelter for situations like this. I see. Wait, didn't we find the magnets and stuff in the apartments, Jay? The... what? Looks like we'll have to find some other way to fix the button, Jay. Or not, never mind, we gotta find another way. Holy fudge! Looks like Jay and I will need to find another way down altogether. But this is the only elevator in the area. We did hear about another one, but I don't really know where it is. Do you, Jay? An elevator? I don't know. Oh, hello, Messiah. You came at a bad time. The apartments in the west sector got destroyed by squares a day ago. Terrible, isn't it? Yeah. But at least the evacuees seem to be doing okay. We're letting them stay here for now. Okay. I'm going to go for now. Alright. Hello. Goodbye. Wait, not that way. There was this. Maybe this has something? It was a weird door last time, right? It's got a timer now. It just unlocked. Okay. What? What is all this? There's two elevators. Can we try this one? This elevator won't open. Looks like it's stuck on another floor? Okay. This one, then. This elevator has no button panel. Tapping the door doesn't open it either. That usually works. Wait. There's a lever hanging from the ceiling. We can't reach that. Can't reach it. But maybe someone can. I think this will work. I would assume so, right? I'm gonna go speak to, I guess, Lamplighter. Hello, goodbye. You. Yeah, you have a thing too that might help. We found some elevators. What? Seriously? I've literally never seen another one in this area. It was locked. It was in a locked room. Oh. Do they, work? We don't know yet. One of them has a lever that's out of my reach. Wait, you can help us. What? You should be able to reach the lever, because you're taller than me. Oh, I guess I am. So, show me the way, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, it's in this weird room. This room gives me the creeps, man. Oh, same. Yeah. So, what did you need help with again? Can you reach the lever up there? Oh, right. Wait, I'm not that tall. Oh, at least it was worth a shot. But your thing. Wait, I got this. Yeah, there we go. That was my thinking. Nice. Thank you, mister. No prob, kid. So, you coming? Oh, so that's where this leads. Well, looks like this elevator works all right. I'll, go get the evacuees, I suppose. What is going on? No! It's the square stuff, isn't it? There aren't any in here, but I can hear them just outside the door. Yeah. Hold on. Maybe Jay and I can... No, it's okay. Looks like the squares aren't inside the elevator. Yet. You're in a hurry, right? Go do what you need to do. But what about you? I'll figure something out. Okay. I wish you luck, Lamplighter. Time? Okay. This door won't budge. Other door, then. Oh, whoops. There we go. Okay. Alright. Please! You mustn't! The labs could collapse any moment now! Let go of me! Oh. Cedric? I couldn't stop him. Miss? Messiah! Oh, you came at an awful time. Come on, we have to get out of here. Where to? Where everyone else is right now. The library? Oh, hey. 2 now. Well. Look who's back. Oh, how about next time you let me know before you leave the shelter to go into a literal death zone. Sorry. I got so worried, you know? Hey, you found the Messiah. Yeah. We ran into each other after this boy forced himself into the lab complex. I couldn't stop him. I don't know why he was being so insistent. He said he needed to go rebuild a robot? Oh, you know him? Yeah, robot. That's why he needed that book so badly. Y'all talking about a kid with white hair and goggles? That's Cedric, yeah. He ran in earlier, grabbed one of the books from my archives, and ran straight out the door. Without even going through checkout. The nerve of that kid! Said it was an emergency, so I didn't bother stopping him. I hope he didn't get himself killed out there. Yeah, I hope he's alright too. With any luck, maybe the lab complex can hold up long enough for him to... Oh my gosh. That was... the labs? That poor kid. No! Not him too. I'm sorry about your friend. The last time we spoke, you told me to go look for someone on the surface. I need to get going. Are you kidding me? Kid, there is no way we're letting you out there. But I really have to. George is right. The squares seem to be targeting a lot of the weaker constructs in the city. Only the library has enough structural integrity to withstand collapse. It's best if you stayed here until things stabilize. However long that takes. But, what about my mission? You guys want me to bring back the sun at least? The sun won't do us any good if the squares are just gonna mess everything up. Sadly. Not to mention, even getting there is going to be hard. If the world is like this, there's no telling what's going on in the tower. And if anything bad happened to the Messiah, of all people, no, I won't allow it. A friend of mine said something about this forever ago. It's better for the world to die naturally. No living being should have to carry that burden. At the time, I thought it was still her faulty code speaking. But now I'm starting to understand. Messiah, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. All this time, we've burdened you with our hope, our faith, blissfully ignoring the fact that you are just a lost child. Well, you're probably more scared than any of us, aren't you? We have been dealing with tragedy for so long, it's become background noise to us now. But for you, it must be so terrifying. And now, you're stuck here with the rest of us, being held back by the very people you were told to save. We must seem so ungrateful. It's okay. When I first came to this world a long time ago, back then, all I wanted was to go home. Jay, do you remember the very first time? I'm not sure how far back it was for you, but I remember towards the end, I actually wasn't sure anymore about going home. Even knowing the world would be doomed eventually, I still wanted the people here to be happy. So, when you told me to return home back then, I wasn't sure. But I trusted you more, Jay. But then I just came back. You... what? And then I found out about the world being like this. Prototype said to forget the things he told me. And Cedric told me not to think about it too much, but I'm sorry for getting upset at you back at the mines. I thought for you to know all of that, yet continue doing this, it just seemed cruel. But then I realized something. You really wanted to save both the world and me. But at the end, you can only choose one, right? Is it really hard for you too? It must be. If the world isn't broken, will that choice still be there? Do you still need to choose between one or the other? But even if it is, I really want to save this world, Jay. Even if it's more dangerous this time around. Even if so many of the nice people we met were... Jay, I'm not afraid anymore. That's why I think you guys should let me go. I promise I'll be okay. Please? Well, I'm convinced. After all that, it'd be super rude for me to stop you, wouldn't it? Well, if George is fine with it, I guess we should let you go now, Messiah. But promise us you'll be careful, okay? You guys should be safe too. Yeah. I'm sorry. I have to end the video now. Something's going on, apparently. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe if you want. See ya!